Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Second show of the day, second stream of the day. Only one stream tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure I'm going to get you guys two streams today. Absolutely extraordinary first show. Hope you guys show up for the second show. Let me know if I sound okay. I was just listening to myself on some other show. It didn't sound good. I was breaking up. Maybe it was just my internet, and maybe it was the other end. I'm not sure. But guys, let me see. Let a few people roll in here. All right. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to pay the bills in just a minute. It's good to have everybody here. I'm going to let everyone roll in for just a minute. Let me send out a... I'm going to give everyone just a minute or two to get rolled in here. It's good to have everybody back. Indeed. Yes, sirree. All right. So I had yesterday. I had Chilltown on, and that was cool. And Chilltown said that if you're gonna come on, we're gonna watch the Khan and Conlon fight. But obviously, well, I got a text from I got a message from Chilltown today, and he's kind of on my side. He said, Conlon should win. I think he went and watched the tape on Bates and realized what I realized, that Bates is not very good. And like, I get that Conlon may be shot, but Bates is not the answer, so to speak, at all. So I guess we're back on taking. I guess he's taking Conlon now. If he wants, we can still watch the fight together. But I think he agrees with me now that Conlon is most likely going to win that fight. Conlon should be safe, and it's probably worth betting on Conlon at those odds, because the odds on Conlon weren't that bad. I can pull them up real quick. Let me see what they're at now. Like minus 170 or something like that. They're not terrible odds on Conlon. Minus 190, minus 175, minus 163. So minus 160 to minus 190, somewhere in that range. Fight to go the distance is minus 205. I would just take Conlon. Fight to go over. I don't have an over. I just have fight to go the distance. Conlon by stoppage is at plus 440. Conlon by decision is even money. That might be an interesting bet. Although I would take Conlon by decision. I think that's a good bet. There's some interesting odds here. Let me pull it up for you guys. To me, this is a fight, and this is not till September 5th, so we got 10, 11 days or whatever it is till this fight. But fight to go the distance is minus 205. I think Conlon at minus 190 on money line is better, but this is not a bad bet either. Conlon to win by decision at even money. To me, that's a good bet. That's a really good bet. And of course, you probably, just like every fight from here on out, you're probably going to want to throw some money on a draw. On a draw, you're getting plus 1,500, plus 1,600. So perhaps you guys just want to throw some money on a draw because every fight now ends in a draw, apparently. It's what it is. It's just something to look at. So if I was betting this fight, I would consider making a couple of bets. I'd consider making the fight to go the distance. I think it's a decent bet at minus 205. I think Conlon on the money line, somewhere between minus 160 and minus 190 is a good bet. And I think the fight to be a draw, plus 1,500, plus 1,600, depending on your book, is also a good bet, because I think that is now a good bet in everything. You want a good bet in the Ryan Gearson fight? Probably better draw. It's probably worth it. You want a good bet in the Dickinson Williams fight? Probably better draw. It's just that's Miguel Power and Pat McCormick. Probably better draw. That's a nice little step up for Pat McCormick. Got props on that too. I'm going to get into that fight. I'm going to be able to get into a lot because there's no fights this weekend. So I'm going to be able to get ahead of the curve here. I'm going to get into that Bell fight next. I'm going to break down the Bell fight. That should be interesting. They don't have it up here. I already did the Shishkin and Iglesias fight. I did the Basin Conlon fight. So next, I think I'm going to do the Albert Bell fight. It's not on this, but it is on DraftKings now. I'm going to pull up DraftKings. Minus 2,000. There's more bets on this. There's no more bets. Albert Bell by decision is probably a good bet. I'd probably bet the over. Albert, I got to watch the tape on Hunter. I know exactly what I'm getting in Bell now. I just got to watch the tape on Hunter. We'll see what it is. But Bell, like I said, is 32 years old. He left Top Rank over 3 years ago to get big fights, and that has obviously not worked out for him. I did want to get into the information that I had on the Hemphill fight. The Hemphill. Let me pull it up. Hemphill Murphy fight. I don't have it in my book. Okay. But Hemphill versus Murphy. It's I saw on someone else's book that they had Hemphill at like minus 450. But they're telling me that he's absolutely going to win by decision. That Ty Mitchell, I don't know if anyone is familiar with him. He spent a bunch of years in jail for killing someone in a street fight or something like that, and he spent like 15 years in jail. He came back. He fought a couple months ago and got a 5th round stoppage. So there's not going to be a lot of tape on him. So I can't really, he's got one fight in 15 years, which is 14 years. And that was against Idris Virgo, who was 12-0-1. That's interesting. But from what I understand, this fight's absolutely going the distance, and that you should bet the fight. You should bet either the distance if you can, or take Hemphill by decision. Is what I'm understanding from an inside source, that this fight's going to go the distance. So just to put that out there, I don't have a book on this. If I do, I'm gonna put a bet. I'll just put a bet on Hemphill and the decision. I'll play 2 bets, one on Hemphill in my parlay, and then a standalone bet on Hemphill by decision. But those are the 2 bets that I would make on this fight. All right, guys, let me pay my bills first. Let's pay the bills. Let's get into that. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all forms of social media. 3D Boxing blog. Please join the Patreon. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Now my dog wants in on the conversation too. Come on in, dog. All right. Where was I? Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all forms of social media. 3D Boxing blog. Make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that ticker below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. $5 a month gets you the lock of the week. It gets you asked to book anything. It gets you the updated props, live betting. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. $5 a month gets you all the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's pinned in the chat. It's in the ticker below. $5 a month. Let me pin this in the chat for you guys. All right, so those are the basic things I wanted to cover. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. There's not a lot to get into. This is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter show again. I went for a half hour. The first one, which is actually surprising because there's not that much to get into, guys. And also, when you're done joining the Patreon, head over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak. It's the convenience of a bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move in stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. Let me start. You got any fights on DraftKings? Right now, the only thing I have for this week is Albert Bell and Keith Hunter. That's it. That's all I got. And then I got Iglesias and Shishkin on the 4th. The odds on this aren't terrible. They really aren't. Bell and Iglesias. You can parlay that. It's my 625. That's not great. At minus 900, Iglesias, it's not terrible. This is what we got right now. We got any props on this? I don't know that I like the props on this. Iglesias minus 900. These are not terrible odds. Edwards, Flores, Conlon. They got an over on it. No. Yeah, there's just not a lot to bet on. So I appreciate everyone showing up. There's just not a lot to get into. I wanted to give you guys the news on Hemphill. I'm not exactly sure. What else to talk about? Is there you guys want to talk about Albert Bell and Keith Hunter? I feel like we're talking about that. Iglesias is a prospect who I think very highly of. Again, inside game isn't great, but he can walk you down. He's electric from the outside. Southpaw, beautiful right hook, really good straight left hand, good power, good speed, good athlete, good skill. He's a hard guy to deal with. Iglesias, to me, is a guy that's going to be at the top of that 168-pound division for a while. He's a real good-looking prospect, a real good-looking fighter. It's a guy I like a lot. I'm high on Iglesias. I got a couple on Bovada. What up, Carlos? What's the lock for this weekend? So, Carlos, I'm going to give you the only bet I got on my entire book. So, the lock of this week, and I am locking this up. Albert Bell on the money line. Albert Bell on the money line, minus 2,000. You can lock that up. If you can get Albert Bell by decision, I'd probably bet that too. But I got nothing to give you guys. I can't. Yo, what up, UMG? What do you think about Mitchell and Hemphill? I said I would bet Hemphill, and I'd bet Hemphill by decision. Are the two bets I'd make. What do you think of Liam Paro's upcoming fight against David Popor? Is there an upset potential? Nah. Liam Paro is a polarizing fighter. I think Liam Paro is pretty good. 30-2. He's coming. Well, he got one bounce. He fought a tune-up fight recently, but he got the loss to Hitchens. Close fight, competitive fight with Hitchens, and he's fighting David Popov. Popov's a decent fighter. Can he? I got to get into the tape on this. My inkling is no. Popov's not that good. You talk about no power. This guy's got 30 wins and he's got 4 knockouts. No, Power's beating him. I don't think there's any chance of an upset. But I'll get into the tape. That fight's not for a few weeks. That's like a month away. But we'll get into that as we get closer. What's good, DJ Green? Raheem Ayadi versus Tuan, Thursday morning fight. Extraordinary. What kind of dog you got? It's a mix. It's a boxer, a pit bull, and a bulldog mixed. It's how do you feel about Charlie Edwards versus Juarez? I see the odds was minus 950. I definitely think Charlie Edwards is going to win. Although I've had bad luck betting on Charlie Edwards for years, I might not bet on him. But I definitely like Charlie Edwards. Hello. we don't get the French card. That I'm aware of. Anyone in the U.S. know if we can watch the French card? As far as I know, I don't have it. Is the belt fight going to be on DAZN? Not as of right now. DAZN does not have it listed. I will check again. Sometimes they pick things up late. Hopefully they do. I'll check right now. Check boxing. Schedule. Boxing. Nope. Tis not. Tis not. No upset potential for pop-up. He needs a KO to win or whenever. I would say there's no shot. Rima Ayati versus Alif Nort chick fight. To go the distance. It's 200 feet of fighters. I don't know. One's got one knockout in 11 fights, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive fights that have gone the distance. And then Turan has a couple of knockouts. She got a knockout in her last 3 out of 4 fights. That's interesting. I gotta watch the tape on this. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know who Alif Nort Torah is. She just fought Shauna Brown on a card. I feel like I should know her. Crocker Donovan. She fought on this card. She did. So I guess I have seen her. She knocked out Shauna Brown. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, maybe I do know this chick. I'm not recognizing the name. Also, power moving up to 47 against Papa. I'm not concerned about that. Papa can't hit. And Papa fought at 40, didn't he? No, he's always fought at 44. Yeah, he's always fought at 47. All right. I'm wrong about that. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know now or forever hold your peace. I'm about to I'm not going to stay on too long. There's not a whole lot to get into. The pop-out fight is the 18th of September. So it's about 4 weeks away, I guess. 18, 23, 3.5 weeks away. And then the chicks that he's talking about fight on Thursday in Francais. Yeah, he fought at 54. I saw that. Don't force non-pimping. Yeah, there's not a lot to bet on, obviously, this week. It's not a great week. Obviously, the chats are slow. There's just not much to get into. I feel bad. Like, I want to give you guys some content, but I'm getting ahead on it. Obviously, my views are way down. I ain't going to be setting no records this month. That's for damn sure. But I'm trying to give you guys as much as you can. If you have any questions, any comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in the comment section now. I'd love to address them. But again, you guys aren't going to have a lot of questions, I don't think, because there's not a lot to talk about. But if you do, let me know now, or I'm going to end this in the next couple of minutes. I'm only going to go once tomorrow. The second stream seems a little forced. Like, there's really not much to talk about. There's not much we can get into. Bell, the only fight I have is minus 2,000. Albert Bell. I have nothing else on my book. When can do a 2-pick parlay? We can do a 2. I can't. Pop-Out is not winning in Australia on a no limit card. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Pop-Out could win. Like, I don't think he's gonna get robbed because I don't think he can win. August is going. Yeah, this is extraordinary. Do you think the Inoue and MJ will? No, I don't. I think Inoue stops them. They think they'll probably drop the rest of the Bell card on DraftKings the last minute. Maybe. I'm gonna work on right now. The next fight I'm working on is the Bell fight. I am working on that next, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, let me know. But Bell is what I'm working on. Hopefully, I'll have that for you tomorrow. I'm gonna start the tape on that. I'll be live once again tomorrow. I'm busy in the morning, so the stream will be in the afternoon sometime. And then I'm busy again at night. So Wednesday, I'm super busy all day tomorrow. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. I'm going to end this 20-minute live stream today, super quick. Unless you guys have something you want me to talk about. If you have something you want, y'all want me to talk about, I'm happy to do it. If not, I'm gonna end this now. No, I don't think UMG. I don't think Canelo has it to stop Crawford. Canelo doesn't really get stoppages anymore. I don't expect him to stop Crawford. I think the fight goes a distance, and I think Crawford wins enough rounds. So I'm gonna end this now, guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. I'm gonna end this now. I'm gonna jump in and end this. I'm gonna stop the fight here unless you guys have any last questions. It is August 26th, 2025 on one of the slowest chats I've had in years. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be back with another live stream. From Texas to the world, thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.